Okay, we're back with the incline barbell bench press. Couldn't snag this machine, so we're starting off with this. This is going to be a very normal chest day right here. Normal chest day. I feel a little weirdness in my rear delt on my left shoulder, so we'll see if we can work through it. But this is a PR weight. We went up by 10 pounds compared to what we usually do on incline barbell, so we're up 10 pounds, so we're just see how many reps we can hit. Okay, 8 reps isn't bad. We'll probably go down weight and slow down the eccentric portion of the movement on the next set, but I mean 8 reps with a PR weight. It's not really a PR, it's PR since the cut, because before the cut I could do 2 plates of 25, but now I'm at 2 plates of 10 and 5. Still working our way back up, but ooh, yeah, we'll see how the next set goes. All right, you guys are gonna be on a I can't get my tripod to like be straight up and down. There's gonna be a tilt to it, but the second set I dropped the 10 and the 5 on the sides of it, so we're just hitting 2 plates here, so we're gonna control it on the eccentric a little bit more, and probably pause at the bottom of each rep. Okay. I should have gone for another one there. I don't have a spotter with me, so I'm kind of like scared to go closer to failure because I don't have to throw this off me, but I'll get closer to failure in the third set. On to the third set. Looking for the same kind of tempo on this one. Nice, slow, controlled. Okay. All right. Third set. We'll see what happens next. Okay, this is the second set of these. What do you call them? Chest flat. That's what it is. Second set. I didn't record the first one, but let's just rip it. Okay, all right. One more set. Third set. Surely that's okay. All right. I'm feeling a weird pull in my shoulder, so I'm gonna stop there. It's not even like it hurt. Like that one's just more of an ache, like a cramp sort of that I'm getting from that. It doesn't feel like I'm hurting more, just to get a weird cramp in it. So we'll stop there. Let's go see if we get a pose down. All right, little pose down right here. Let's Get the pump cover off. I did a little side chest with the pump cover on. My chest is looking juicy, so. Okay, all right. This is turning into a crop top. I might have to size up on the next one, but let's see how the chest is looking. Let's get this guy pinned right here. That'll work. Okay, all right. I mean, juicy. I'm not. It's kind of like a shelf at this point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could set a cup of water on top of my chest. That's my bad shoulder. I don't know why I did the side tricep with a bad shoulder, but oh, if I bend over, you guys can see what damage we're doing here. The straps aren't even sitting on the chest right now. Holy shit! Ooh, hang on. That most muscular right there where I'm bent over is kind of crazy. Wait. You can see like a good depth in it. At least I can in the mirror, but one more side chest. Not bad. Not a bad pump today. I'm gonna see if I can go hit some cardio. I still have a hip issue, so we're gonna go walk on the treadie for a little bit, watch a movie, see what happens. I drove the truck today, so truck talk today, so you know, yeah, I was gonna say bringing it back. It hasn't really left, but it's been a minute since I've done it because I've been riding the bike for like the entirety of the last week. So I'll see you guys in the truck. So the chest day is complete. You know, we ripped it. It was good. We did 5 sets, and sometimes that's all I need. You know, sometimes that's all I need to get the chest pumped. You know what I'm saying? As long as you know, the intensity is what matters most of the time. I mean, there's even some theories. I don't know specifically what bodybuilder it was, but there was a bodybuilder that would only do 1 set per exercise, and that would be it. I don't know how many exercises he did necessarily, but he would just do 1 set. 1 set to failure per exercise, and that's what he did. Me personally, I don't think I will train like that, at least not consistently. I'm not closed-minded about, you know, trying it once or twice to see how it is, but that's not my forte per se, you know. But 5 sets for the chest, we're hitting it twice a week. That's good enough for me, at least today. It was weird. I started to feel like a weird cramp kind of in my rear delt on those flies, you know. I don't know why. Like, it felt more painful on the incline bench on some reps than it did on the fly. So it was weird. That was weird. Not painful, like bad painful where it felt like I was gonna tear something, but like sometimes, like if I move my arm like just a little bit out of position, I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that was from if you guys remember or you watched the arm day from let's see, 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. I did some incline skull crushers, and I fucking felt like I pulled something when I was, not pulled something, but I felt something move, you know, felt a little tug, a little uncomfortableness when I was pulling the bar from behind my head up right after I got done with it, you know. So it wasn't even during the rep that it happened. It was when I was taking it off that happened. But, you know, you live and you learn. Today, I still got a really good chest pump. The chest was still very, very juicy today. Like, you know, the pump looked kind of good, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't always rely on the pump, though, you know, because sometimes you get too focused on the pump and you start to get these unrealistic expectations of what you should look like all of the time, you know, when most of the time you're not pumped, you know. Most of the day you're not pumped. The only time you're pumped is like when you're in the gym and for a little bit afterwards, you know. So
that shouldn't be the realistic expectation of what you should look like the entire day, you know, because you're not going to be pumped the entire day, which is fine. But in the last couple of videos recently, I've been having a gym partner with me. You guys have probably seen him in some of the videos. He was actually in the end of the leg day from yesterday's video. He was the one that I was showing, you know, how to flex the quad, how to show off the hamstring, things like that. That just brings me to the point of like having somebody to go to the gym with, you know. For some people, it keeps them on track. You know, some of the people that I went to the bodybuilding show with for my competition, they had already done their first show, I think last year or the year before, but they were telling each other like, hey, pretty much the only reason that I would show up every day is because you were showing up every day. So having somebody to go to the gym with can lead to that sort of like adherence to going to the gym, you know, is you have somebody to go with, somebody that is either going to push you or encourage you to come to the gym and do better in the gym, you know. And from that standpoint, having a person to go to the gym with is awesome, you know. From that standpoint, it is awesome. There's not, you know, you can call this a downside if you want, but sometimes when you go to the gym with somebody, you know, you can kind of lose focus of what you're trying to do, you know, or the intensity that you put into the workout. You can lose some of that intensity. If you see in my videos, you know, some of the, before some of the sets, you know, I'm laughing and things like that before I go into my set, you know. But like when it's time for me to lock in, I try to lock the fuck in, you know. Even if I'm laughing right before the set, I try to completely clear my mind of what we were just talking about, and I literally block everything out of my ears. Block everything out of my ears, and I focus on the set, you know? Which I got to do that to make sure I maintain the intensity that I need for a workout, you know? So I'm not just kind of, you know, just hitting the weight, you know? And for some people, I think that might be, you know, something they struggle with is they talk too much in between sets or whatever it is, you know, so you kind of lose focus of what you're in the gym to do in that aspect, but at least you're both in the gym, you know, and if it works for you guys, then it works for you guys, and that's what matters. If it works for you, then it works for you, and that's what matters. So, you know, there's no real downside as long as, if you're in there to lock the fuck in when you're going into your exercises and you know how to lock the fuck in, even though you're joking around in there, then you're fine. You know, having a gym partner is great. You know, I like going to the gym with that guy because that's right after he gets off of work at like 3 in the morning. We meet up at like 5. So, you know, it's a struggle for him to want to go to the gym because, God damn it, it's late for him. It's the end of the day for him, you know? For me, it is the very beginning of my day. Sometimes it's earlier than the beginning of my day because sometimes I work at like 12 in the afternoon, but because I want him to keep going to the gym and I like having somebody to talk with, you know, I'm fine most of the time waking up at that time because I can just go back home and take a nap before I go to work, you know. But at the end of the day, I also like being able to help people in the gym as well, you know. Like there's some people that I'll make programs for, some of my friends that I'll make programs for, you know, and I don't charge them. Because, you know, I don't make programs for a living or anything. I would want to at some point, but I don't charge them, you know, like, because I'm not doing it for money at this point, especially if it's just helping my friends get to the gym and better themselves and make themselves happier and healthier. Take it, man. Take it, you know what I'm saying? I make it for free. But him, he just follows what I'm doing. So it's easy to not, you know, have to make a workout for him because he just follows what I'm doing. And I like being able to show him how to perform certain exercises or how I perform certain exercises. Like on the leg day from yesterday, I looked back and I said, hey, do you want to see what I mean by lean forward? Because the set beforehand when he was going, I was trying to tell him to lean forward during his set of seated hamstring curls, because when you lean forward a little bit, you get more of a stretch on the glutes and the hamstrings in that specific exercise. So that's why I was trying to get him to lean forward, you know. But apparently he is just non-flexible. He's inflexible. He's not very flexible. So even though he was leaning forward, he couldn't get quite as far forward. But you know, I like showing people maybe how I'm going to perform the exercise, and I always like buffer it with like, I'm not saying you have to do this, but this is how I do it, you know, and this is why I do it. I try to give the why as often as possible so that they can understand why I would do it a certain way. So they're like, well, there's no difference. You just want to look different, you know, because when you give them the why, it helps, at least it helps me imagine how the muscles are working during a set, which is what I find important. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why I like having a person to go to the gym with some of the time, because somebody to talk to in between sets, and I like helping him out as well, you know. And it's not like he doesn't know how to work out. He was an athlete all throughout high school and part of his college career. So it's not like he doesn't know how to work out, but structuring workouts is a little bit different, especially depending on your goals, you know what I'm saying? You know, so if he's not really doing if he's not really working towards a specific goal or anything like that, you know, then it can be tough to kind of create your own workout, especially if maybe you don't have the knowledge on it. So, but yeah, going back to the original point of like the ups and downs of having a gym partner, for him, I think having me go with him helps him go, because, you know, if I'm like, well, actually, I think I'm going to take the day off, you know, he's going to be like, well, fuck it, I don't want to take the day off, what the fuck, you know? So, and I think that goes for a lot of people that have gym partners. Like if one dude misses, you know, the other person has an easier out of being like, well, he's not going today, they're not going today, so like, do I have to go today? You know what I'm saying? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you need a rest day. You know what I'm saying? But, just, yeah, yeah. By the way, I was gonna mention cardio, but my mind switched tracks for a second. I hit like 2 minutes of cardio and I was like, fuck, my hip hurts. So in the spirit of not making the hip worse, I think with my little thinking cap that I think that the leg days and the deep squats on the Smith machine, even the hamstring curls, I don't think they're doing good for my hip, you know. I don't think they're helping the hip heal per se, from the cracking hip, popping hip, whatever it's called, you know. So if it continues to get worse before my next leg day, then I might take a rest on that leg day, do a shoulder day, maybe shoulder and forearm day. I really hate skipping legs because it already looks like I skip legs when I wear shorts, because my thighs are great. The calves are not. You know what? I can actually do calves. It'll be a calf, shoulder, and forearm day maybe, so I don't have to work the hip too much, you know, because at work I don't get a lot of rest from. Damn, work actually messes me up too. But when I stopped riding the bike, I could feel it getting better. But after yesterday, my hip started to pop again like crazy. You know, after I hit that leg workout, my hip was popping all day yesterday, and started to develop a little bit of pain. So I got to cool it down on that. So yeah, I tried to do the walking today, but I was like, it's tough, man. And you know what? Shitty excuse. I could have done like the arm cycle. You know what I'm saying? We got arm cycles in our gym where no legs or nothing like that. It's just an arm thing. So, you know, I could have done that for cardio, but I chose not to. And I hate skipping cardio because if you think about it, when you're on a bulk, if you do cardio, it allows you to eat more. You know what I'm saying? No, that's bad advice. That's bad advice. But I mean, yeah, it's bad advice. Don't follow that advice, please. But yeah, I just don't like skipping cardio in general because as far as heart health goes, I'm kind of cognizant of it because I have had an heart issue in the past. So, you know, keeping the heart healthy is a big priority of mine, you know. At my job, I do so much walking. I probably get around 30,000 steps a day. So, you know, the heart is in good condition from the working day. So it's not like I'm going completely sedentary by skipping cardio on my days off. When I'm working, I am working. You know what I'm saying? Not an office job. It is a full-on the feet, fucking 10 hours a day job. So It's not like construction like that, but it's still like a lot of running, or my apologies, a lot of walking. But I like to go as fast as possible because I like to, you know, it's like getting a PR at work. So I'll do a little jogging, a little running here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, good chest day today. 2 exercises, 5 sets. I'm good with that. Chest was juiced and pumped. And then tomorrow's back day. Tomorrow is going to be a good back day. We'll see if I actually capture film of it this time. The last back day, I captured no film. If you look at the description, that was the cheat day for the Dairy Queen, which is a video that I had recorded a couple of weeks prior. Some was sitting in the, you know, sitting as a backup, and I literally recorded, instead of not recording the lat pull downs and recording every other set, I did the opposite. I recorded the 1 set of lat pull downs and then nothing else, and then didn't even get a pose down. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna do the Dairy Queen video today because this video is gonna be trash. So we'll see what I can pick up tomorrow as far as back day goes. But I'm gonna go home now after getting some gas here, just waiting in line for gas. I'm finally putting a full tank of gas in my truck for once. So